Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time News. Harry McCullough here. We're going to take a trip to Assumption Parish and the Sheriff's Office of Leland Falcon. A couple of interesting cases that have happened recently down there. So we bring in Lonnie Cavalier, who is the commander, Assumption Parish of the Sheriff's Office. He's with the PIO, but thank you so much for joining us, Lonnie. How's things going? And a couple of interesting cases that you guys have been dealing with lately.
Yeah, we had a good, we had a quiet holiday weekend with two exceptions, and overall, great weekend.
Yeah, good. I know a lot of people were out popping firecrackers, but you guys, again, y'all never rest, so you got to make a couple of arrests. Like I say, of some pretty interesting cases here. Tell us about them.
Yeah, so on Friday evening, we received a notification from an alarm company of a burglary in progress at an energy substation / holding yard in Labadeville. This group has this area has been a problem for the last several months. We've had several incidents there. On Friday night, we responded to the alarm, and when deputies drove up, they observed a vehicle parked near the fenced-in area and a hole cut in the fence. There was no one around the car. We were able to identify the car as being owned by Jonathan Leo Pembroke, 34, of Paulina, Louisiana. Deputies also noted several spools of copper wire that were near the hole in the fence, preparing to be loaded into the car. Some minutes later, the two suspects, now identified as Kevin Turner, 34, of Reserve, Louisiana, and Mr. Pembroke of Paulina, reported to a local fireman that their car had been stolen and they were requesting some assistance. Once all the pieces were put together, it was determined that Turner and Pembroke did burglarize the property owned by Energy. After we took them into custody, we executed a search warrant on their automobile and seized a quantity of marijuana that was claimed by Mr. Pembroke. Mr. Turner and Mr. Pembroke were booked into the parish jail on charges of felony theft. In addition to the theft charge, Mr. Turner had a fugitive warrant out of St. Charles Parish, and Mr. Pembroke added an additional charge of possession of marijuana. They were incarcerated with $10,000 bond on each.
Very interesting case. And when you see this, a lot of times, guys that are stealing at copper and doing those kind of things, they do so much damage to a lot of businesses when they do those things. Do people ever follow up and go to like where they're recycling these materials for money?
Well, we're in the process now of kind of tracing back their other Energy's other thefts. And yes, we do go to the local scrap yards. They have one in Morgan City. They have a couple in the Gonzales area. They have several in the area. And anytime copper pops up on their list, we're interested in it. And very fortunate on this incident on Friday that we were notified by the alarm company of the burglary in progress. And hopefully this puts a stop to the incidents in Labadeville.
Yeah. That like I say, those things they do a lot of damage when you look at what they getting, the money they're getting for it. The other case also happened. It happened down. A fellow from Morgan City was in Assumption Parish. Y'all made arrests there too.
Yes, Florian Metrogene is a 53-year-old male, originally from Assumption Parish, has been living in Morgan City for the last couple of years. Mr. Metrogene is a habitual offender, has been convicted several times, but as of late, he's been arrested on distribution of Schedule III drugs and aggravated flight, 2 different incidents, and just doesn't appear in court as ordered. And, we've been through this process with him for some time and requested that a judge incarcerate him without bail. And he was indeed arrested over a 4th of July weekend and charged with failure to appear and was ordered held without bail until trial.
That's interesting. That's an interesting strategy. And you said he's kind of been doing this for most of his life, huh?
Yeah, it's a constant thing with him, and unfortunately, it's an issue that ran deep in his family, and same thing with other family members, and fortunately, we were able to put our hands on him. We had been looking for him for some time, knew he was in the Morgan City area, but were able to pin him down on Friday and take him into custody.
Yeah, you say, again, this is not his first time. He's kind of been habitual there. Does it give him more time whenever he goes to prison or to jail on these things? Does it hurt him down the road for doing this?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he's going to be, we've asked the district attorney to bill him as a habitual offender. So yes, he's looking at some significant jail time, and he's also looking at sitting in jail the whole time now while waiting trial. It's not customary for us to ask the judge to hold him, but in this particular case, because he just simply doesn't appear in court, comes a time that you got to do what needs to be done to get him off the street. And the judge was gracious to have a hearing and denied him bail.
Right. Okay. But 20 seconds left, Lonnie. Y'all got a lot of rain through the area. Any flooding or anything like that? As Hurricane Beryl, one of those outflows, seemed like it went over Morgan City and Assumption quite a bit.
No, we had heavy rain during the night last night. We had heavy rain again this morning. But fortunately, no other damage and no reported flooding.
All right. That's great to hear. Well, Lonnie, we appreciate the updates from Assumption Parish. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having us.
All right, it's Lonnie Cavalier. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.